Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Florida Panthers Daily. I'm your host, Jacob Williams. We got a lot of exciting topics to talk about in today's episode. Florida Panthers just released their 2025 championship rings. I'm going to give my first impressions on what I think of what it looks like. Connor McDavid, he inked a new deal. Where is he going? Where is he going to spend the next few years? Lightning, Panthers. Obviously, a lot of penalty minutes, a lot of dislike. Now the league has gone and basically given out some suspensions. We're going to talk about who got suspended and for how many games. And then we're going to look at which championship ring is better for the Florida Panthers. Was it 24? Was it 25? We're going to talk about that and much more on this episode of Florida Panthers Daily. Now we're going to go and we're going to start with my first impressions on our new championship ring. If you guys haven't taken a look at it so far, you guys can go to floridapanthers.com. You can go to their social media on Facebook and Instagram and check it out. Love some aspects of it, some other aspects not too fond of. I know when the Tampa Bay Lightning won back-to-back Stanley Cup championships, they had their first championship of that back-to-back. They had a big logo of the Lightning, which looked super cool. Their second ring looked very similar, which was a smaller Lightning logo, different colors, and they had two Stanley Cups behind that logo. Florida Panthers did something very similar. One thing that I would have loved to seen on this ring is to having two actual cups representing the two championships that the team has, as well as back-to-back. The Panthers got that on the ring, looks super cool. A lot of great just qualities or aspects of the ring as well is the palm trees that are on the side, can't go wrong with that. On the side where the player's name and number is, the number is actually inside, it's diamond inside of the sun, which is super cool, representing kind of like the logo and us being in South Florida. And then also on the inside of the ring, really talking about, it's engraved, "We apologize to no one." That quote, which I think is great, just embodiment of like the bullies that we are. We don't care who you are, where we have to play. We're not apologizing to no one. We're going to go out there and get the guys we need to get to win. I really love that quote. Some things I don't love about the ring are, okay, you have the two Stanley Cups, which look great, but would have loved to have either had like the Shield logo or the Jumping Panther logo in front of the two cups. All there is just like a little kind of nameplate in the name where it says Panthers. I feel like that's a missed opportunity on something a little bit more cooler in front of that. As well as within the two cups, it already says back-to-back champions in 2025 on the side. You don't need to put that on the ring twice. On the bottom of the cups, on the main part of the ring, it says 24, 25. I felt like that's kind of a little. I'm not fond of that. I feel like that's doing a little too much. Don't like that. I do enjoy a lot of the red and the gold it embodies our two colors. Would love to maybe have had a little bit more blue in there. The navy blue, which would have been cool, really put the whole entire ring together. Overall, I think it's a great ring. I think the main part of what I wanted on this ring was there with the two Stanley Cups, but I do think there was a lot of missed opportunities within this ring. So would love to know your guys' first impressions on the ring. Make sure you guys go and comment below kind of what your thoughts are on the championship ring. And let's go and transition to our next topic here, which is Connor McDavid inking up a new deal. And really, where is Connor McDavid going? For how many years? What's going on with him? So Connor McDavid signed a 2-year, $12.5 million AAV deal with the Edmonton Oilers. So he is going to be staying with Edmonton at least for the next 3 years. He's on contract for 1 more year, and he just extended for 2 more years. My opinion is I think Connor McDavid is going and telling Edmonton, hey, we have a good team. We've been to back-to-back Stanley Cup championships. I want to win this with this team, but if we're not going to win, I need to know, and I need to know someone soon if I need to go somewhere else and figure out a way to win. I think he's really going in and he's saying, Edmonton, you got 3 more years of me to be able to win. If we can't figure out a way to win the Stanley Cup, then I'm going to move elsewhere. I think if you're Edmonton, you got to be phenomenal, especially if you're an Oilers fan or if you're the organization, because so many rumblings on who knows if this was going to be Connor McDavid's last year, who knows what's going to happen. You go and you have him for 3 more years, including this year, and on top of that, you're going and you're signing him for way under what his value is. You're seeing Capriel get in Minnesota $17 million per year, and you're getting Connor for the next couple of years at 12.5, I think you have to be stoked. You have money to go and invest in other areas within the team. This is a win for Edmonton. This is a win for the Oilers. I think this is a win for Connor McDavid's legacy. I think it's very fair that, you know what, he's giving Edmonton every single opportunity to put a good team around him and for them to succeed. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, I think it's good for hockey, good for Connor, good for the Oilers, but we'll see if they'll be able to finally get over the hump. Moving on to our next topic here, which is suspensions. And that is suspensions have been handed down based on the last two preseason games with Tampa and then Florida in regards to all the penalty minutes, all the fights, all of the disqualifications, getting kicked out, you're out of here. One of those suspensions was Scott Sairbrand, suspended 4 games from the Tampa Bay Lightning for roughing Aaron Ekblad. Aaron Ekblad, I think he had like a ruptured eardrum or something potential in regards to that. I actually heard he actually missed an autograph signing that he had scheduled the day after because of that injury. He's going to be suspended. Nothing too crazy. He's nothing too valuable to the Tampa Bay Lightning, but he's going to be missing the first 4 games of the season coming up. Talking about that, first game of the season, super, super exciting, is tonight, opening night. Going to raise another banner Tuesday, so excited for that. And now really going to go over to our last topic, which is which ring is better. So really, we're going to talk about the 24 and 25 ring. For me, the next ring is always the best ring. But in regards to the 24-25 championship rings, like I said earlier, I think there was a lot of missed opportunity within this ring, just not having any sort of logo. Like, there's no team logo on the front part of the ring whatsoever, which for me just looks so bland. And really, it's kind of like, man, there's so much missed opportunity. And I really don't think you can be better than your first championship ring. So I'm going to go, and because of that and the missed opportunity, I'm going to say 24 was the better championship ring, at least in my opinion. Like I said, a lot of missed opportunity. I think there's just too much red. We have navy blue as a color. We have kind of like that gold. Put some more of that in the ring instead of just having silver and a lot of red. So yeah, I think there's missed opportunity. Again, always love having a ring. Would have loved it to look a little bit differently. So that's why I'm going to say 24 looks a little bit better. We'd love to know your guys' opinion in the comments below. Thank you guys again so much for supporting this channel. Again, seeing the views go up, seeing the likes go up, seeing the subscribers go up. Appreciate your guys' support for this channel. Love every single one of you guys who watches. And as always, go Cats.